Title: The Knock at the Window, a true-like horror story. This story is a work of fiction created for entertainment purposes by Darkly Disturbed. Viewer discretion is advised due to suspenseful and intense situations. All characters and events are fictional. It was meant to be an easy night. Derek, a stepdad just trying his best, had agreed to watch his two 6-year-old stepkids along with their 3 little cousins, all under the age of 7, while his wife worked the night shift at the hospital. It wasn't his first time babysitting, but tonight felt special. He turned the living room into a sleepover camp, mattresses on the floor, snacks in bowls, a cartoon movie playing, and the only light coming from LED strips that glowed soft blue across the ceiling. In the corner, the family's 70-pound pit bull, Daisy, lay curled up next to the kids, her big blocky head resting on a stuffed dinosaur. Loyal, loving, protective. She never let them out of her sight. Around 9 p.m., just when everyone was laughing at the silly cartoon on screen, they heard a tap. Not on the door. On the window. Derek muted the TV. The kids froze. Tap, tap, tap. He pulled the curtain back a couple inches. A man. Dirty hoodie, pale face, eyes like he hadn't slept in weeks. He waved slowly, then pointed inside, directly at the children. Derek froze. The man whispered something. Then moved. Around the house. The pit bull stood now. Ears up. Low growl. Something wasn't right. Everybody stay low, Derek said, pulling the mattresses into a corner of the room. Daisy, stay with them. The dog didn't even flinch. She stood guard in front of the kids, lips curled back just enough to show she was ready. The men began circling the house. They heard dragging on the siding. A metallic sound. Scraping. Then his voice again, clear through the glass. Come outside. I know you're in there. One of the cousins started to cry. Derek grabbed his phone, no signal. Classic. Then came the sound of a screen being ripped. A sliding door unlocking. The back of the house. Derek bolted from the living room, leaving Daisy in front of the kids like a soldier guarding royalty. In the kitchen, he saw the door half open. And the man, stepping inside. Get out! Derek yelled. The man didn't even blink. He lunged. They crashed into the table, chairs clattering, glass breaking. Derek fought, but the guy was wild, fast, strong. Back in the living room, Daisy stood planted in front of the mattresses, barking, snarling, refusing to leave the kids. One of the stepkids tried to call for her, but she wouldn't budge. Her job was to guard. In the hallway, the struggle raged. Derek took a hit to the ribs. Then another. But he managed to get behind the guy and slam him against the floor. He was bleeding, gasping for air, holding the stranger down with everything he had. Then, little Evan, the oldest at just 7, snuck out from behind the couch. He grabbed Derek's phone, held it high in the air near the front door, and finally, 1 bar. He called 911. 4 minutes later, red and blue lights splashed across the living room. The intruder was still pinned. The kids were safe. And Daisy? Still standing guard like the loyal tank she was. As the man was dragged away in cuffs, he turned to Evan and whispered. You're brave. I like brave ones. They never saw him again. But Derek. He knew it could have ended much worse. If not for a loyal dog. A quick-thinking kid. And a house full of love worth protecting. If this story chilled you to the bone, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. More horror is always waiting, right here on Darkly Disturbed.